Hey everyone, Jason Weckerle here. Today my wife and I are going walleye fishing. I just spent all night long catching one walleye. Let's see if they bite during the day maybe. It is warm out right now, and for the next like 10 days after this, it's gonna be winter weather, like 18 to 39 degrees. Wisconsin is freaking crazy. It's November. We're gonna head out to a river and try to catch some walleyes. We got the car packed. We're gonna be trying purple. I love using purple during the daytime. I got a 3-way rig with purple and white streamer flies, white bass walleye streamer flies that I tie on my own. But are you ready to rock and roll, babe?
Yep.
She's ready to rock and roll. Let's get going. All right, now we're here at our fishing spot. This is probably the first time I've daytime fished on any river for walleyes in a long time. Probably since last spring. Oh, maybe this past spring. Blah-biddy, blah, blah, blah. But I'm gonna start out with a Kitech swim bait. That's the Swing Impact on a little 16th ounce jig head. I just have that tied directly to 10-pound Power Pro braid. Medium light action, sits in a 1/2-foot rod, graphite. Let's see what bites. The water's kind of murky right now, so it might be a daytime bite because the night fishing has sucked. Whether it's due to the weather that we've had that's too warm this fall, what it is, I think it's the murky water. The fish can't see your bait, they're not gonna grab it. And it's been murky as hell after we got rain. All the leaves fall off the trees and decay and cause the water to turn murky and tannic. Let's get some fish. I'm working the front side of a bridge right now. Around these pillars, fish like to hide behind any log, boulder, or pillar to get out of the current. I'm using a Kitech Swing Impact. My wife is using a purple and chartreuse Motzi jig. A Motzi is made by Beef Fish and Tackle Authentics. Good, very good bait for walleyes and bass. Would have helped if my jig wasn't hooked through the back like that. Jeez. All right, let's take a better cast now and not have my jig hooked through the tail. Whoa, that was a cool pigeon.
Oh, I just had a bite. Oh man.
How do you know it's a bite?
Because I felt dunk. That's a bite if I ever heard of one.
Michelle ran back to the car to get something, so I'm trying her fishing rod just to see if I get a bite. She said she had a bite on this Motzi before. She's using an 1/8 ounce jig head. I'm using a 16th, and I might have to up the size because the current picked up since the last time I was here a lot. I'm just moving that bait really slow, letting the current itself push against the tail of the lure, making it swim. A lot of people think you have to keep the bait moving, but if you have a good soft plastic swim bait or curly tail, the current will work that for you. See, I'm just picking it up off the bottom. Probably get a snag over there. A lot of snags around these bridges. Oh, I got something. Oh, what the heck was that? That looked like a bass almost. Well, I just had something on that jumped out of the water. That was really weird. Hope I got it on camera. That was on the purple Motzi with the chartreuse little tail. My wife's lure. Now she's back, ready to rock and roll. Just heard some guy puking and stumbling around behind us, so the fun in the partying never stops in this town, not even at 10 o'clock in the morning. I just switched my lure to a purple and chartreuse rainworm. Figured if my wife had a bite and I lost whatever the hell jumped out of the water on my lure before on the same bait, Maybe I'll just use something slightly different but the same. See what happens. These ringworms are absolutely killer for walleyes and saugers. I've caught bass on them. I've even caught flathead catfish on these ringworms for some reason. I guess a guy caught like a 42 pounder a couple weeks ago walleye fishing in this river. With the ringworm, I kind of just hop it around on the bottom, kind of like bass fishing when you're using like a wacky worm or shaky worm.
5 minutes later.
Alright, we are changing spots now. The front side of the bridge sucked, so we're trying the back side of the bridge now. Hopefully this gets better, because nighttime, daytime this fall really sucks. It's been really tough. I don't know if every river's been struggling like this. I heard the Mississippi River, they're really getting them. But the rivers here in Wisconsin, whether it's been like the Fox, the Rock, the Wolf, when it comes to walleyes, it's been tough. And this river used to be amazing for white bass, but even that's been really tough. So this spot right here is looking really nice. A lot of eddies, whirlpools, slack water little areas. Let's see what happens and hope we frickin' catch them finally. Very snaggy back here. Getting attacked by doves, oh my god. Or pigeons. Oh, just had a bite. That was a fish. Damn it, look at that. Just had a bite. Casting really close to the wall over here. Maybe I'll get him again, fingers crossed. Working along these walls on any river, you get fish all the time stacked up against them, especially if the water's up. Oh, just had a fish. Damn it. Look. I keep getting a fish to bite around these rocks here, but they're biting so light, they're just pulling the tail back. Just sucks. You finally get 2 bites and you lose the damn things. It's heartbreaking. That's fishing for you.
Oh, that's a fish. I got one.
All right, my wife's got a fish. Feel like a nice one?
Yeah,
Come on, talk to me, babe. Talk to me.
it's a nice one. You can see it.
Oh man, that is a nice fish.
Hope it stays on. It bit really light. Stay on.
On the purple.
Stay.
All right, babe. Good job.
Yeah, thank you. Ah, that might be a keeper.
Maybe. Has to be 18 on that purple moxie. So there's some fish around. Seems like purple's been working. I don't know if that's legal. I'm guessing 17 inches. You catch enough of these things, you start to know what they are. Maybe, actually, I think that's like 16 and a half. Maybe even 16.
No.
16.
No.
Boo. Why
Oh, that's fun.
aren't you 18?
It fought well.
Today is a really slow day of fishing. I lost about 4 bites. One of the fish jumped off my line, looked like a smallmouth or a white bass or sheepshead. I couldn't even tell what it was, but I got it on video. It was about this big. If that was a smallmouth or white bass, that was an absolute monster. But my wife caught a 16-incher so far. We're gonna try a little bit more. I'm gonna try this purple ringworm. My wife's trying her purple moxie still. I'll switch it off to a Kitech if I have to again. But see what happens. This is really kind of a slow time for fishing. We would have moved around a lot more today, but there's a bunch of people out downriver. Just seems like every 6 to 10. Oh, my wife just got one. Yes. Sitting here talking, oh, blah, blah, blah. That better not be a, oh, it's a walleye. All right, babe. Mine was. Well, she caught the second 16 of the day.
It is a 16, you can tell it's the same size.
All right. Nice fish, babe. You want to hold it or?
I'll put him, I can throw him back.
You want to throw him back? Here, hold him sideways. What a monster. Dude, look at them, how big this is. Oh my God.
Biggin.
Friggin' 12-pounder.
Get bigger.
Good job.
Thank you. Maybe you need to put on a moxie.
I know, I'm about to. I think I'm gonna switch to a moxie. All right, well, right now the river current is working a little too fast, or it's flowing a little too fast for me to work this little 16th ounce I've been using for a while. So I'm gonna switch to an 1/8 ounce like my wife is using. I still have a 16th ounce rigged up for working along the wall and stuff in the slacker, shallower waters, but it just seems like you got more control over the bait when you're using an 1/8 ounce right now. Most guys don't even go as light as 1/8 ounce. They stick to like 1/4, which is oftentimes, most times too heavy unless you have really high water. But switching over to a purple moxie. I got this 1/8 ounce jig head right here, chartreuse. Purple moxie plastic. You just rig that on straight. Fat belly should be facing downward, but there you go. Let's get back to fishing. Ooh, oh. Had that one. I just had a bite. We have a storm rolling in right now. She says it's back in Iowa, but these clouds got dark real quick and we've already felt raindrops. And a guy behind us said it's about to start storming soon, so we might have to pack up soon. All right, I got one, but I think it's a white bass. What is this? Holy smallmouth.
Oh, it is a smallmouth.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that might have been a smallmouth I had earlier. Look how fat that sucker is.
Wow. Fatty.
Smallmouth bass. That's a surprise.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Nice job.
Got another fish. Looks like a sauger.
Yeah.
I didn't flip him up.
Okay, he's ready.
Nice.
Yeah, that is a nice one.
Mr. Sauger. Alright, I'll stay a couple minutes longer. A lot of noise right now, but I just caught this nice little sauger. Not big enough to keep though.
Good job.
Thanks. Well, my wife and I had a good time today, although the fishing was slow. We probably had about 5 extra bites beyond the 4 fish we caught, which would have been a 9-fish day. That's not too bad. This is the slowest and most confusing fall I have ever fished. And I've been fishing since 1990, since I was 4 years old. And I've been fishing this river my entire life, so this is a very tough season. I've had some tough seasons, but I've never had to try so hard to catch a few fish. And we haven't been catching any legal size fish yet, so this really sucks. I might get back out tonight, I don't know, but if you guys like this video, subscribe to my page, hit the like button. I'm probably gonna hit the sack when I get home because I've been fishing since 4 o'clock in the morning and it's 1:30 in the afternoon now and I'm tired. Take care, have a nice day.